Now, the pressure started coming up, apparently, about a month ago when the Trump administration was told, and this is all just based on, and I hate this because it's based on unnamed sources, but they say that Trump was notified 3 weeks ago or so that the conversation was intercepted. But then I heard yesterday, I can't remember where, on one of the major shows, that an unnamed source said that he had also, that the conversation had been encrypted.
Correct.
And so I was like, oh my God, what has just happened here? The thought of someone saying that, the thought of Russians now knowing that we have, all they have to do is put 2 and 2 together, and they would now know that we have the ability to listen in on their secure encrypted phone calls.
But don't they already assume that anyway?
No. Why would you assume from okay, quick background here. I'm about 22 years IT. I've done 10 years with a top secret clearance, IT security for the Department of Defense. I'm telling you right now, most people would think or assume, even at the highest level, that it's either impossible or close to impossible with any reasonable amount of time and without dedicating tremendous resources to decrypt a 256-bit or 512-bit encryption, which is what's going to be used. There might be
a lot more bits nowadays.
No, I'm not making that up. That's actually what's so.
Technology is
but and you could have all the more that you want, unless you had a quantum computer. You're not going to be doing that very quickly.
Now,
right?
You don't think the Russians have a quantum computer?
Well, I'm thinking maybe we do now, because how were we able to, in such a short time?
3 weeks.
Because if
3
they've
days.
known 3 weeks, and this happened like at the 1st of January, I guess, end of December, right in New Year's, then they must have either been able to listen in immediately on it, or to have grabbed it, decrypted it, and listened to it within a very short period of time.
Sure. Yeah.
So what does that do? Let's say that's true. That tells us, A, we can decrypt their conversations. Now the Russians know that. Could you have a worse damage done to national security than letting our enemies know what we're capable of?
Right.
B, you're going to be able to infer based on the time that the reports, based on the time of the reports, of what kind of computer processing capabilities we have, because there's a set amount of resources. There's a set amount of time, set amount of resources that is going to be defined in breaking a 256-bit or 512 encryption. Now, the Russians are going to know what encryption was used, so they're going to know what encryption we have the ability to listen to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God. And this is all because the snowflakes out there have not been able to get over the loss of the election, and they are so willing to just throw the baby out with the bathwater, cut their nose off to spite their face, jeopardize national security, jeopardize going to frickin' war with Russia.
Just so they can bash on Trump.
Just so they can
right?
bash on Trump. Yep. Just so they can get a lose in on him. Show him that he's the true loser that he is. No, you're the loser. You lost this election, and get over it.
Yeah.
They've gone, like I said earlier,
it's
from
not the
being
whole left side. I think it's just an extreme progressive movement.
It's really catching on. Although independents are leaving the Democratic Party in droves. The Democrats are going to be lucky to win dog catcher.
A lot of the
if
Democrats,
they keep this
up.
Yeah,
of
really,
course, yeah.
They are just losing people like me, like a lot of people. Like that gay guy that was on Tucker today. We were talking about. He spoke exactly. For me, except for the fact that he was gay. I'm not gay.
I think a lot of the left is condemning the actions and the thought process of a lot of these snowflakes, if you will. Which is
no, they
cool.
don't.
Some
They're
of them
afraid to.
Excuse me.
These snowflakes have become violent.
I know. I'm not talking
Reporters,
about those snowflakes.
The media.
I'm talking about the slightly left of center types are like, hey, don't include us with them. I see a lot of that on Facebook comments and stuff.
Very few of them because they will be targeted.
Yeah,
and it's fear.
Anybody
their businesses will be
Jimmy Carter is targeted,
boycotted, or not just go ahead and boycott a business if you want to make a public statement. Don't stand out in front of it and block the entrance.
Yeah,
right. That's what these people are doing. They're threatening death to CEOs or to people that do something like that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
and so people are afraid to stand up. Newspaper reporters are afraid of either losing their ratings or losing their life
or their job,
or their job if they tell the truth.
Yeah, no, you're 100% correct, and I 100% agree with you. And I'm just again, we're talking to Patrick Bergy right now, and we're going to get into your book here in a little bit, right?
Yes.
But I just wanted to make a comment really quick. If you put in half as much time watching these videos of snowflakes going crazy as you did watching 9/11 videos, maybe I'm just playing.
But the snowflakes are so much fun. They're like frickin' therapy. My life is falling apart because of what we'll go into in the book. Right? My life is falling apart. The what little satisfaction I get out of it right now is just messing with the snowflakes, and I don't mean harm. In 2000, I was a bush snowflake. So it's sort of like I'm allowed to make fun of snowflakes because I was a snowflake at one time myself.
Hey, man, like we were talking earlier, I didn't even have a point of view for the last, since up until 2008. I didn't, I've only been, politically thoughtful for the last 10 years. You know what I mean? 41 years old. So I'm still learning a lot of things right now. I'm like a sponge. My brain is like a sponge when it comes to politics right now. So I am enjoying having these kind of conversations. But also, I think it's perfectly fine to have a little fun and enjoy yourself while bringing the light of day to the conversation and hopefully enlightening some of these snowflakes, if you will.
Yeah, you can't just sit there and appease them.
No.
It's just.
Yeah.
But like I said, they've gone from being annoying to jeopardizing national security. They're the ones.
Right. Yeah.
I'm sitting there listening to New Day today. It's like one of the only shows on TV that's left that's even surviving. They're actually doing good with the ratings. MSNBC, like Morning Joe, is tanking. Yeah. It's like 48 now or something, right?
Yeah.
I think we might beat Morning Joe. Our ratings.
I like The View, to be honest with you. I like The View. I think The View is a fantastic center-balanced.
Oh, you were making a funny.
I was making a joke, yeah. It was so funny.
So, it's frustrating. They're becoming dangerous, and I don't see how you can repair the damage that's been done by them pushing this issue. On New Day today, I'm listening to that Chris Cuomo, and all he can do, and I'm just like, shut up. All he can do is sit there and like, Trump's known about this for 3 weeks. Why? Tell me why didn't he bring this up? Is he hiding something? He's hiding something. He knew about it. Why didn't he say anything for 3 weeks? And I'm sitting there going, because he's not a freaking idiot. Yeah. Because he's been read on to a program, and he's just sitting there unable to defend himself because he can't say things that he would like to say because they're classified. And he's just sitting there looking at you like an idiot saying, what would you shut the hell up because you're jeopardizing national security.
Yeah.
Your insistence on getting to the bottom of this, your insistence on using unnamed sources within my administration, which I hope they can find these people and charge them with treason.
Yeah.
Whoever gave up the information that the phone calls were encrypted, although that doesn't matter, whoever gave up the information that the phone calls were even able to be listened into, as soon as we knew that someone was listening, from our government was listening to that conversation, if they were encrypted, well, the Russians would know that because that's who we're talking to. So at that point, the Russians knew We had the intelligence capabilities to listen into their encrypted freaking conversation.
And you know what's going to happen? It's already happening. Is the mainstream media and anything slightly left of center right now is going to report this as Trump having a breach of security, national security.
Oh my God!
National security that.
Oh my God! Yeah. Now let me compare what he did, right? What General Flynn did by basically possibly averting World War III, doing it on his own time. He wasn't even getting paid to do it.
Before you do, let me ask you a series of very quick questions, just so people know your background. Do you have a Trump sticker on your car?
No, but it's only because I'm afraid they'll scratch my leaf.
Okay. Do you have a red "Make America Great Again" hat?
No, but my daughter has a Daughters for Trump poster that I got for her. She's 14.
Have you ever burned an American flag?
I would love to strangle anyone who even...
Okay. Last question. If you were to participate in a march or a protest, say after the show, would you say things like Trump, 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 or would you just kind of roll with whatever it is that you guys are doing out there?
My participation in a Trump protest would involve rotten eggs and a drive-by.
Okay, so just so people know,
an eco-friendly car, which would really freak them out.
Would those be farm-raised chicken eggs?
They farm-raised chicken. They would never suspect an all-electric Leaf doing a drive-by with stanky free-range eggs.
They'd never see it coming either.
They would never see it coming
because it would be a silent car.
Oh, look, there's one of us. And then boom, 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 boom. Right? So that would be my participation.
I just wanted to clarify for people listening that you and I were not out on the campaign trail with giant signs, going, "Go Trump," being pro-Trump activists or anything like that. We're just rolling with the president, whoever the president happens to be. I was never a big, huge Trump supporter. You know what I mean? So because whenever you have an opinion slightly right of fucking...
You're a racist.
Yeah. So I don't want people to label me...
Well, you kind of are, but that's okay.
I don't want people to label me as a Trump
people like
lover
me who
just
are
because
not.
We're having a discussion, Yeah,
no, I'm just kidding.
You're clearly not racist.
You're not.
No, I'm not. No.
Chuck, we got to work on.
Yeah, some people you just can't save. You know what I mean?
But, and Russians, right? I'll be the first to admit, it's like Russians are actually good. My ex is Russian, right? I love their food. They're good people. They love their country, like we were laughing about earlier. You can't have dinner with a Russian without drinking vodka.
Yeah.
Right? I love these people. What's up with, snowflake socialist Sanders being so ticked off with Russia right now?
When it's his
platform,
like
I said, I think he does rude things to pictures of the Kremlin when he's alone. All right? Why, if it's not for politics, is he all of a sudden bashing Russia? It's like, stop it, Did you love the thing that I made yesterday, the tweet that I made about Sanders? That was freaking hilarious. Somebody asked where Sanders' balls was after coming on and supporting Hillary after the election, and my response to them was, Bernie's balls are gone. Let me think here. Bernie's balls are gone, replaced with pink vagina hat.
That's what it was, yeah.
And I'm with her pin to remind me of how he sold us out. It was worded like that, but enough to fit in my 147 characters. It was like, balls gone, replaced 144. Balls gone, replaced with vagina hat. I thought that was so perfect.
It happens to the best of them.
It really is, man. What's up with the vagina hats? But no, won't even go there. We'll save that for a later one. I'm having too much fun with.
So,
oh, my God.
Patrick Bergy, author of 40-Year-Old Private,